Hello, St. Andrews, and welcome to this week's edition of Chancel Chat. I want to begin by telling you that yesterday afternoon I had a great visit with Deacon Joe at his home. He's recovering nicely from surgery. We did a brief video, which we sent the link out this morning, but he wanted me to share with you his profound gratitude for all of the prayers and concerns of the congregation as he experienced major surgery and his recovery. So he's doing well, still not sure when he'll be back here at St. Andrews, but in 2 weeks he has the stitches removed, and then he'll have a better idea when he'll be back. But he did want me to extend to everyone at St. Andrews an expression of his gratitude for your prayers and thoughts during this time. Looking ahead to this weekend, of course, the main event this weekend is the culmination of our Call to Give Spring Stewardship campaign. And as you know, we're having one single service on Sunday at 9 o'clock. We will have a Saturday evening liturgy at 5 o'clock, but just one service on Sunday at 9 o'clock. Our guest leader for this Spring Stewardship campaign has been Canon Phyllis Jones, who's the Chief Operating Officer for the Diocese of New Jersey. She will be our preacher on Sunday morning. Immediately following our liturgy at 9 o'clock, we'll be having a wonderful celebration brunch in the parish hall. We've been very active this week trying to encourage as many members of the parish to participate in this important parish event. It's really one of only 2 times each year when the whole congregation gathers, the other time being, of course, the annual meeting in January. So it's not too late to make reservations. If you haven't already done so, please call Chris in the parish office and let her know that you will be participating in both the liturgy at 9 o'clock and the celebration brunch immediately following. Some people have asked me, several people have asked me, why we're doing stewardship during the spring after Easter rather than in the fall, which has been for many, many years the tradition here at St. Andrews. Well, there are basically 2 reasons for that. The first is that we're trying to move away from the idea that stewardship is about the church's need for financial resources. And, when we do the campaign, the major stewardship campaign in the fall, it coincides with exactly the time when the budget for the next fiscal or next calendar year is being developed. And so we want to try to disconnect those two. So stewardship is not really about raising the money that we need to operate the church, to pay the bills and things like that. Stewardship is more about our need as individual Christians to give rather than the church's need for financial resources. So that's one reason why we separate the two, to make that clear that this is not about raising the funds needed to finance and move the mission of the church forward. The second, and I think most important reason, is that stewardship is supposed to be our response to God's grace and mercy that we've experienced in our lives. And is there any time during the year when we're more aware of that than during the Easter season? I mean, we've just finished Holy Week and we've made the symbolic journey with Jesus to the cross and beyond the cross to the empty tomb. And so during Easter, the Easter season is when we are most acutely aware, or should be most acutely aware, of the great legacy of faith that is ours. And so our stewardship is our response to that blessing that has come into our lives. And so those are the 2 main reasons why we are doing stewardship, our major stewardship campaign in the spring. We started that tradition last year, and we're continuing it this year. We probably will have a small mini campaign in the fall, as we did last year, to reach out to those who, for whatever reason, weren't able to participate in the spring campaign. A couple of other things I'd like to mention. First of all, our monthly vestry meeting on Monday, May 9th at 7 p.m. Vestry meetings are open to the entire congregation, so if you'd like to attend, please don't hesitate. The meeting will start promptly at 7 p.m. on Monday. Another announcement, there's been a change in the date of our second session of our Christian formation seminar with our consultant, John Roberto. We had originally scheduled it for June 3rd, Saturday, June 3rd, but the date has been changed to Saturday, June 10th, 1 week later. And it will be in the parish hall from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and lunch will be provided. So please, if you're on that list of people, if you attended the first session with John Roberto, please be aware of that. I'll be reaching out to each of you individually just as a reminder. But the date of the Christian formation session will be June 10th rather than June 3rd. One final announcement. This morning, I took a ride to Trenton to deliver a application for a New Jersey Historic Preservation Trust grant of $50,000. This grant will help to defer some of the expenses that we've incurred in planning and preparation for the repair and restoration of our tower. Our application was 109 pages. I took 6 copies of the application to the headquarters. Today, May 3rd, was the deadline. So we ask your prayers that our application will be approved and we'll receive these funds to help defray the expense of preparing for the restoration and renovation of our tower. So that's about all I have for today. Wishing you, again, a continuation of the blessings and joy of this Easter season. And we hope that we'll see you all on Sunday at 9 o'clock. We've set a goal of, at the second service on Easter Sunday, we had 165 in worship. We're hoping and praying that we'll match that on Sunday morning for this very important worship service and the celebration brunch to follow immediately after. So we'll talk again next week. God bless you.